Shelton, Trace Adkins on WEZL.
Mm-hmm. By definition, well, I tell you what, let me start with this. I think we use the word hero way too much on the news. Every time something happens, somebody's a hero. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think we overuse it. I think by definition, a hero is somebody who does something extraordinary under extraordinary circumstances that results in an extraordinary outcome. It seemed to have come to the conclusion that anybody who does anything, and you can interview them on TV, is a hero. That's pretty much the definition, I think, of the media. The media has a hero.
So in recent times, who would you say is a hero?
Sullenberger? Sullenberger was a hero. He was a hero.
Yeah.
That was extraordinary. That was an extraordinary situation, and there was an extraordinary outcome. He was a hero.
Yes, he was.
No question about it. Carlos is a hero.
7-year-old Carlos is a hero.
He's not going to change the world. But Carlos did an extraordinary thing at an extraordinary time with an extraordinary outcome. You got to think that, there was a home invasion, a violent home invasion at his house in California. He was there with his parents and his baby sister, his little sister. Mm-hmm. These guys come in, and Carlos immediately grabs his sister and a cell phone and locks himself in the bathroom.
And we're talking three men. 3 men barrel through the front door of their house, knocking that door down and coming
yelling,
into their
screaming,
house.
Guns, threatening to kill people.
Yep.
Carlos grabs a cell phone, locks himself in the bathroom with his little sister, calls 911, gets on the phone, tells them exactly what's going on and where he is.
Hello, this is Carlos.
It wasn't quite like that,
I'm
but it was
locked in a closet.
It was a bathroom.
I'm locked in the bathroom.
It was kind of like that. And he was upset, you could tell, but he kept his head about him enough to tell him what was going on. He said, "Please send police. These men are going to hurt my parents. These people are going to kill us. And send soldiers," he said.
That's right.
Send some police and send the soldiers.
Send the soldiers.
Good for him.
Bless his heart.
And about that time, the lady on the other end heard the door kick open and heard Carlos start to scream as those guys found him in the bathroom.
With his little sister.
With his little sister. Could have ended terribly at that moment, but did Carlos back down? No, he stood up, and he said, "I've got 911 on the phone." They grabbed the phone and ran away.
Way to go,
awesome.
Carlos.
Good for him.
Don't you just want to hug that little boy?
Carlos saved his sister. Probably saved his mom and dad.
That's right. He saved that whole family.
At 7 years old. And he said he was only able to do it because his mama had made him practice dialing 911 in the case of an emergency. If he was ever the one in charge and he had access to the phone, here's what you do. And she made him go through it so that he would not panic when the time came.
He would know what to do, and he did.
And he did it.
Well, that's a good example for what other parents should do then.
That's a hero.
If you have a kid.
Now, don't have them call 911.
No, just show them the numbers.
That's
right.
No.
Show them the numbers.
Let them know what to, and then tell them what to say, and let them practice saying it. And so that there's that way when they don't have to try to figure it out for themselves when something goes wrong.
I was reading the story on abcnews.com about this, and it said that the dispatcher that took that call was so moved by Carlos. They had a press conference and all this stuff. She was moved to tears by what he did.
I saw her, yeah.
Yeah, she could not believe that he was able to get that done at 7 years old.
And she kept, she was part of it too. She talked to him, kept him calm as he could, while she was alerting cops, and cops were on the way while she was still talking to him. They both did exactly what they were supposed to do, and thanks to them doing extraordinary things in an extraordinary circumstance, an extraordinary outcome was the result.
So Carlos is a hero.
I think Carlos is truly deserving of the name hero.
Yes, he is.
I really do.
Well,
that's
cool. Incredible story.
I hope somebody steps up. I'd love to see Bill Gates or somebody step up and say, "Carlos, you're a hero, dude. Here you go. Give him some, computer equipment or pay for set him up a college account. Do something cool for him, Mm-hmm. Instead of giving him, a free ticket to the movie for the weekend to see Avatar or something. Give him something that'll change his life.
But right now, Carlos would probably like that, too.
Well, he'll understand later, though.
Yeah.
Because he did. He changed.
He saved lives.
Lives that day.
Yes, he
did. Yesterday
did.
When that
Way
happened.
to go, Carlos. 6:37 at WEZL.
Paradise Pools and